The judge's eyes locked on mine. "Do they even know what you have?" he asked. I just nodded. And in that second, I could feel my parents shift in their seats behind me. They didn't understand yet, but they would. 10 years earlier, the night my life split in two, there was no warning. A knock at my apartment door. I opened it, and there she was. My sister, hair messy, face pale, clutching a bundled baby to her chest like she didn't know how to hold it. "Take her," she whispered. Before I could form the word "what," she shoved the baby into my arms. My niece, wide-eyed, silent. I just can't. Then she turned, walked down the hallway, and never looked back. 2 hours later, my parents called. Not to ask if I was okay, not to ask about the baby. "She's your burden now," my father said, his voice flat, final. That was the night I stopped expecting anyone to save me. Raising my niece was not easy. I was 24, broke, working 2 jobs. I missed rent payments, skipped meals so she wouldn't. My parents didn't visit, not once. The first birthday, I sent them photos. No reply. The third birthday, I stopped trying. My sister? She vanished. No calls, no letters, no trace. And then, 10 years later, the call came. It was from a lawyer. My parents wanted custody. They claimed I'd kept them apart from their granddaughter, that I'd poisoned her against them. I didn't yell, didn't cry. I thanked the lawyer for informing me. Then I hung up and pulled the shoebox from the back of my closet. In that box were 10 years of everything they thought I didn't have. Voicemails my sister left before she disappeared, drunk, slurring, talking about getting rid of the kid. Letters from my parents, unopened, addressed not to me, but to her, telling her to do what you have to do and we won't be involved. Bank statements showing I'd paid every expense, doctor visits, school fees, with zero contribution from them. And the crown jewel, an old family email chain, forgotten in their arrogance, where my father wrote, "She's better off without us. We don't need a kid slowing us down." I didn't just have evidence, I had their words, preserved in their own handwriting. For months I prepared, quietly. No one knew. I hired the best custody attorney I could afford. He was expensive, worth every cent. We built the case brick by brick. No emotion, no gaps. Every school record, every hospital visit, every receipt. 10 years of proof that I was her only parent. And the sealed folder? That was for the final strike. Court day. My parents came in confident, my mother in pearls, my father in his smugness. They smiled like they were here for brunch. Their lawyers started with lies, painted them as concerned grandparents who'd been cut off by my vindictive behavior. I kept my eyes on the judge, my pulse steady. When it was my turn, my lawyer spoke first. Then he handed me the sealed folder. I stood. My voice didn't shake. "This," I said, laying it on the desk before the judge, "is a record of 10 years. Every decision they made, every word they wrote, every dollar they refused to spend." He opened it. I watched his eyes move over the emails, the voicemails, the bank records. When he reached my father's line, "We don't need a kid slowing us down," his eyebrows lifted. He looked at my parents, then at me. Then he asked that question. "Do they even know what you have?" I just nodded. My parents shifted uncomfortably now. My mother's hands twisting in her lap, my father's jaw tight. The judge leaned back. "Case dismissed. Custody remains with the respondent. Grandparents' visitation rights are denied." It wasn't just a legal win. It was the public unraveling of their perfect image. Outside the courthouse, they caught up to me. My father's face was red. "You'll regret this," he hissed. I smiled. "I already don't." And I walked away. That night, my niece sat at the kitchen table doing homework. She didn't know the details. She didn't need to. She just looked up and asked, "Are we okay?" "We're better than okay," I said. Because revenge wasn't about hurting them. It was about making sure they could never touch her or me again. I'd carried the weight for 10 years. That day, I finally set it down.